the champagne, you guys. No, this is not champagne, but we're just pretending to go along with it. As of today, November 12th, 2021, Britney Spears, after a 14-year toxic and terrible conservatorship, is finally a free woman.
As those of you who are in court understand. But Britney, as of today, is a free woman, and she's an independent woman, and the rest, with her support system, will be up to Britney.
For those of you who might need a deeper dive into the Free Britney movement, you can always look into my videos I have here of my other Free Britney videos. However, just to recap for today, if you're not sure what we're talking about, Britney Spears has been under a conservatorship since she had a public mental breakdown in 2008. If you watch some of my other videos, you will see that I justify her mental breakdown in every which way because oh my gosh, that woman went through so much, we would all have a mental breakdown, let's be honest. Her father, Jamie Spears, has had complete control over her life and her decisions for over a decade. Other key players in Britney's conservatorship were her former business manager, Lou M. Taylor. Very sketchy. Lots of bad things going on inside Britney's world for many, many years by people who were supposed to be closest to her. In June of 2021, this past June, we saw Britney actually get to testify finally for herself. She was able to tell the judge exactly how she felt about her conservatorship.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't been back to court in a long time because I don't think I was heard on any level when I came to court the last time. I brought 4 sheets of paper in my hands and wrote in length what I had been through the last 4 months before I came there. The people who did that to me should not be able to walk away so easily.
In this testimony that Britney was giving, she talked about the fact that her father was forcing her to take lithium, which made her obviously in a very dazed, different state of mind, not on her best. I just feel like I had to throw that in there for everyone who thinks that Britney is just delusional and confused. While most people are celebrating what's going on right now, I have seen some other news coverage of this that's been a little more morbid and toxic. And while I don't want to detour and give these people the time of day, however, they do have the right to speak freely. This is America. They can cover it however they want. However, I completely disagree with their narrative. Just want you to listen to that testimony Britney gave in June where she flat out said everyone who has been a part of this conservatorship, her family included, should be jailed and punished for what they did.
Sitting in a chair 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, it ain't fun. And especially when you can't walk out the front door. And that's why I'm telling you this again 2 years later. After I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy, it's a lie. I thought I said that enough. Maybe I might become happy because I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. You know, fake it till you make it. But now I'm telling you the truth, okay? I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry, it's insane, and I'm depressed. I cry every day, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't think how the state of California can have all this written in the court documents from the time I showed up and do absolutely nothing, just hire with my money another person to keep my dad on board. Ma'am, my dad and anyone involved in this conservatorship and my management who played a huge role in punishing at me when I said, no, ma'am, they should be in jail. I do everything I'm told, and the state of California allowed my ignorant father to take his own daughter, who only has a role with me if I work with him. They set back the whole course and allowed him to do that to me. That's giving these people I've worked for way too much control.
So for everyone trying to defend her family and say that I don't understand the Free Britney movement, none of you actually know Britney, get a life, you're not her family. Okay, yes, you have a point. But just because someone is your family, unfortunately, I have been in this situation, that does not mean that they always have the best in mind for you. Sometimes the people who are supposed to protect you don't. Sometimes they're the people that put you in the most abusive and toxic situations. So I don't really see how that's a good argument. If it wasn't for the Free Britney movement gaining traction and talking about these key points that were being brushed under the table by judges, the court system, we wouldn't be where we are today. Britney might not have had freedom as soon as she did, or maybe not at all. It also just highlights the corruption that goes on not only in the conservatorship situations, but just with the court system as a whole. I touched on that in another video as well. I went through the court systems with my parents growing up. never did us any justice. Can't even imagine on this scale what Britney was feeling when she's been fighting for her own independence for over a decade with no real justice until now. But nonetheless, Britney's attorney did say today that he would be looking through the past 13, 14 years with a fine comb to see any discrepancies that he could potentially bring up in the court system as far as what Jamie did while he was Britney's conservator. For example, Britney's reported net worth at this point in time is $60 million, and they are saying that it should be double, if not triple, what those numbers are. Fishy? In September of this year, we did see Jamie Spears finally step down as Britney's conservator, and this was a big win for the Free Britney movement. And as of today, the conservatorship as a whole was completely terminated, effective immediately. Entertainment Tonight interviewed another conservatorship attorney, Tamar Armick, and asked her about whether or not they thought Jamie could possibly be charged in the future with wrongdoing and conservatorship abuse in his conservatorship with Britney Spears. However, she did say that unfortunately, because the court system allowed it to happen under their watch, under their approval, it looks like it could be a stretch. But like we said, Britney's attorney is going to be going through this, and hopefully we will be able to see some action. But until then, we will just have to stay tuned. According to the New York Times, there is another court date set for December 8th to resolve Britney's outstanding financial matters. While there's still some things that are unknown, that we still need to wait on, questions, conclusions that we are seeking, we know going to sleep tonight that Britney is a free woman, and that is a win. This has just been a beautiful day because Red, Taylor's version, got released last night, so Taylor got her own form of justice with the whole Scooter Braun situation. If you know, you know. I was up late waiting for that to come out at midnight so I could listen to it, still emotionally digesting all of it. I was waiting for the All Too Well short film to come out when all of these reports of Britney being free came out. So I'm like, I need to pop on some makeup and sit down and just talk about this because I couldn't believe it. I had to do a double take. I was like, is this for real? I was scrolling through the articles. I looked up some more just because I was in shock. I wasn't expecting it. I hate to say as soon as it happened because we know that this has not been a quick matter. It's been over a decade, but I have only been truly following it for about 2 years now, and to just see how full circle things have come and to see that Britney is finally getting what she's been fighting for, it's beautiful. Britney has a lot of beautiful things to be excited about. She's engaged. She can start planning her wedding. I think that the best quote to end this video on, though, is from Britney's attorney himself. Just as a couple hours ago, after the hearing was done and finalized, he said himself, the first time in 14 years, no matter what happens next, it's Britney herself who gets to decide. And that's beautiful. That's a victory. And I couldn't agree more. We did it, you guys. Britney is free. I am so happy for you, Britney. We all love you so much, and you deserve this.